Now joining us, making his debut on Extra Sports, is the Aztec Senior Center, Garrett Green. Garrett, we do appreciate your time. How's life in San Diego treating you?
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, everyone comes to San Diego to vacation, right? So
No doubt.
can't pick a better place to live.
I love it. I love the positive energy because I was going to ask you, how much fun is this? And I know LSU is a nice college, but 7-1 start to the season. Sunny San Diego. Steve Fisher is your coach. Great crowds, great student section, hot girls. You must be having the time of your life right now.
Yeah, you couldn't pick a better place.
So, Garrett, as we were going back, looking at the schedule, we said it's going to be tough. You know, Long Beach State is good. UC Santa Barbara is good. Arizona is good. Is this a little surprising that you guys have come out of the gates so hot?
That's one thing that the coaching staff always talks about, how we're surprising a lot of people. But we know as a team just that we saw it happening before other people started believing in it. And now we're putting together, and we work really hard as a team. And we had a lot of really close wins against USC and Long Beach, and even at Santa Barbara that fell in our favor. So, they were really fun, exciting games, and our crowd definitely was just absolutely entertained, I would say.
Garrett, but you're an older guy on this team right now. You're a senior, but you're new to this team, so it's kind of a weird thing. Can you be a boisterous guy? Can you be in practice letting guys know, hey, we need to kind of get this thing going? Can you be in the huddle during the timeout, letting guys know themselves, being that you are a senior but a new guy to the team?
Oh, yeah, of course. The game you play, people respect you for, your hustle and your hard work. And every day I'm on the court, I'm always giving my all, and I'm not sitting back and just watching. I'm always trying to help other players through my experience at LSU, and just any little insight I could just say to some like it could be Tim or it could be new guys, Deshaun. Just quickly, hey, you might want to just try to box it out a little bit more right here, right there, and just little insight here and there.
Yeah, and Garrett, you know the situation during the offseason. We're saying, Brian Carwell could be gone, Malcolm Thomas gone, Billy White gone, Kawhi is gone. These are big men in the paint, and then we kept saying at least there's Garrett Green. Before we even saw you play, because we saw you're 6'11", 240. Are you the classic type of center? When you describe your game, do you like to bang in the paint? Do you like contact? Do you like to hit the boards? Is that your style?
My style is winning, so whatever it takes to win,
Nice.
I'm willing to do. And Coach Fisher's put me in a great opportunity and a position to succeed. And right now we're on a roll, so I'll do whatever the coach has asked me to do. If I have to bang, then I'll bang down low. And if I got to rebound, and that's all they got to do is they want me to rebound, I'll do it. So I want to play my part on the team.
But do you consider yourself a classic five?
Not really, because in high school I actually played the 3 spot, and I was on the perimeter shooting the ball, and I enjoyed shooting. And I pick up the name Adam Morrison and Dirk from that outside, and that was like a common theme in high school. But going to college, I was just so much bigger than other people, so they automatically just put me in the post because they need, rebounding around the block. And I kind of just transitioned my game a little bit. And, I'm just willing to do whatever it takes to win. So if I have to be a post player, I'll be a post player. If, I'm on the outside shooting, I'll shoot. And I'm just out there working and hustling.
And, Garrett, we know you're from, Woodland Hills at the L.A. area. So how did you end up at LSU in the first place?
Well, coming out of high school, I went to an Atlanta camp. It was an All-American camp, and Coach Pierre and Coach Brady saw me there playing against Michael Beasley, and I had a really good game. And I guess I caught their eye a little bit, and they came to a couple of my practices, and they loved the hustle and how I played, and they thought it was a great fit for me to come into their program. And I ended up going there, and Anthony Randolph was also in my class at that time.
Oh, yeah.
And so I kind of played behind him, and then the next year I ended up fracturing my spine, which was a huge setback to my career.
Yeah.
But, I just kept on pushing through, and now I'm here at San Diego, and I'm still playing, and I feel great, and there's nothing better than that.
No, Aztecs big man. Garrett Green is joining us on Extra Sports, getting ready for Creighton tomorrow. Are you a grad student, by the way, Garrett?
Yeah, actually, as we speak, I'm preparing myself for a presentation later tonight.
Really? So
Wow.
This is great that you didn't have to sit out. It's almost like we found a loophole in the system how to get you onto the court immediately.
Yeah, it's a great loophole.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I hate that rule in general that students have to sit out, but coaches can transfer. Garrett, tell us a little bit about Creighton. I know they're a good team, but we have no clue what to expect tomorrow.
Well, yeah, they're a really good team. The coach's son is I think has been averaging the most points for them, and they have a really good a transfer from Rutgers, a big man down low, which would be a good battle and test for myself. I'm just gonna try my best to keep him off the block and prevent him from getting putbacks and rebounds, and that'll be a good test for me. And as a team, they're a really good three-point shooting team. They got 2 or 3 players. I think a 4-man that's been averaging 50% behind the three-point line. So they'll stretch out our defense a little bit, but I think we'll do well.
How about this, Garrett? I know you played for a couple of years and played in the Pete Maravich Assembly Center there in LSU, and obviously you're going to get more and more of a taste of Viejas Arena, especially when conference play starts. Intensity, the crowd, the noise. Give us a little comparison between some SEC and the Mountain West style so far.
Oh, wow. I can tell you my sophomore year when LSU went to the NCAA tournament and lost to North Carolina in the second round, our crowds were pretty intense and amazing. The atmosphere was just, you had to come and experience it for yourself. But being here at San Diego State, I can't believe how exciting the show is. Just the entertainment they bring and the life of our gym, you have to come out and experience it because there is no words to put together. It's a really good feeling just as a player because they always pull you up and make you play better than what you actually can, even through hard times. If you never feel like you're losing.
I felt that during the Long Beach State game where the crowd was such a factor. And, Garrett, I'm amazed, too. I was going to school there when that place was absolutely empty, and to see what it's become, it's like the greatest arena on the West Coast. You realize,
I would definitely agree to that.
Yeah, before you guys even come out for warm-ups, there's a cameraman filming you, and you guys are dancing, and you come out for player introductions. They turn the lights down low like the NBA. Does it almost have an NBA feel to it?
Well, I've never played in the NBA, so I couldn't really tell you on that. But from my outside perspective of watching some NBA games, I would say, yeah, it kind of resembles each other. I would say that, we kind of just like to have fun out there, and we dance a little bit before we start playing, and we kind of just entertain a little bit, and then it's all business when the whistles are blowing.
Yeah, I don't know why we kind of just let you say this and kind of glossed over it, but you fractured your spine. Please tell me how it happened and the whole road to recovery, because that's not, a torn ACL. That's a fractured spine. So mentally, what'd you have to go through? Emotionally, what'd you have to go through? Did you think you were going to play basketball all over again? Give us a little something on that story.
All right, well, basically, I'd say coming into my sophomore year, I expected a lot of stuff out of myself, and I had a little back problems. I thought it was just like a pull muscle, but I continued to just play through it, and I never really, told any of the trainers or anything. I was just like, oh, it's probably a back thing. They come and go. I'm tall. I've had a lot of back problems, and I just kind of was avoiding it and not trying to go get treatment because I was just kind of like trying to push through it because I didn't want to be that guy that was like, oh, I got pain here and there.
Yeah. Yep.
Give me massage it or anything like that. So I ended up getting to a point where it was bugging me to where I felt like I couldn't practice, but I continued to push myself through, and it ended up leading to a fractured spine, and we ended up having surgery, and I sat out that whole season, and our team did absolutely great. They went to the NCAA tournament, and I was on the sideline cheering the best I can, and then coming back that following year, there was chronic pains in my spine, and it was off and on, and it got to a point where I just didn't know if I could push myself to continue to play basketball because I didn't know. Long term, you got to think, how are you going to be when you're 80? Are you going to be in a wheelchair? Are you going to be able to walk? I didn't want to be that old man that was like, I pushed myself too hard. And so at a point in the back of my mind, I started being really hesitant on what I can do on the court and how hard I can actually push myself because I know how severe the injury was. And I got down as a player coming back that next year, and I was about to give up, but through a really hard rehab during the summer that going into my junior year, all we did was just back exercises, and my junior year I felt absolutely great. I wasn't hesitant on anything on the court, and I wasn't favoring any sides of my back, which was really positive. And ever since, I've been just all uphill from there. So I really feel blessed as a player because a lot of people that have this surgery don't tend to heal, and I think I'm pretty sure I have a full recovery.
Oh, man.
What a story.
That is a story right there.
And you look healthy. The team
A
looks
little more
healthy.
than you wanted. Right?
Yeah, no, I loved it.
That's
That was
exactly what we
great. That's
wanted.
exactly what I want. Right.
Hey, Garrett, before you go, be honest. You guys are a top 25 team, obviously, but you're not in the rankings. Did you feel a little snubbed when the new poll came out?
Well, there's a couple of big teams that get upset. So, UNLV knocked down North Carolina, was number 1, and that's a huge upset, and it looks really good for our conference because it shows how powerful our teams are. And but there was a couple of upsets, so I understand why we didn't make it. And I don't know if it's just how people view San Diego State, but I think that, just continue to push through and we get these next 2 wins, we'll definitely have some heads turned our way.
Absolutely. Garrett, a pleasure to have you on the show. We're wishing you the absolute best this year. Thanks so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got it, man.